these women are coming up very slowly. And we did indeed. Oh, my goodness, before we even blinked, Micah, they've got a start. And it was a clean start in this race out there on the water. It is heat number 6. It is race number 261. It is Open Woman V6 1500 meters at its finest. The two that finish first without any disqualifications go automatically to a semi-final, and the next two fastest, I believe it is, or the next two places go in for a repechage as such. And so they are across there. We get our graphic from our drone as we see who's who out there, pretty much where they're positioned, but don't take it as given. Just again, the angle of the camera is also can sort of distort where some of these people may be going. Where we find out for sure is when they go into their turns, because we know they're in a straight line then.
And there we go. We're going to have our first turn coming up very shortly, as we do see all of our crews all within striking distance of each other. So again,
lane 1, lane 3. Lane 3.
Anybody's turn here, as we see lane 1 having a great go on this turn. That's going to be Team Ihilani, as well as outside of them in lane 3 having a great race as well. And that's going to be Team Australia looking strong. That's the Northern Beaches.
Northern Beaches. They had a good one, Micah. That was a good one, but they've all come out pretty even. Out there in lane 3, that's what we have. And also there in lane number 2 from Hawaii, we have Kai. I haven't got my glasses on.
I got you, no worry. And that's going to be Kaiopua Canoe Club number 1. And again, that's going to be in lane 2, but all having a great race. Just on the outside in lane 7 as well, we have New Zealand's Hayata Ocean Sports MJs having a great go at this as well. Again, we're here, 1,500 meter course, 5 turns. This is heat 6 of 6. Our first two paddlers are going, or two crews are going to advance to a semifinals. Top scores in 3 and 4 will be moving on to a repechage for a later heat. But what a great race and great morning it is turning out to be for our open women here.
Absolutely. And as I look at what we have on the screen, if you look at the conditions on the water, not too bad at all. It's pretty calm out there. There's not too much wind, so you know the impact of the environment isn't going to have too much of an impact on these crews. What you can see, though, is that they're spread out a little bit after that first turn.
And so exciting as, again, we're coming into our second turn. Lane 3, lane 2, lane 1.
All together, mirror image.
6, looking awesome.
Oh, my goodness, look at that.
That is tight as it gets. Lane 2 having a great turn, as well as 3 and 1 all coming out. And here we go, lane 6 having a good go on the outside.
And you can see there, lane 1, they had to just continue draw stroking a few more, perhaps 2 or 3 from Tahiti, that is. And so they've dropped back about a waka length, a va'a length, a canoe length, whatever you want to call it. And so, again, you'll see these teams spread out even further across this race course.
And a great shot there of Team Ihilani. And, man, they are looking really strong. Looks like we've got, I believe that's going to be Vaimiti crew, or didn't get a good shot on the camera, but would love to see who was in that boat. But they had a great go in the front half.
And so, you know, again, you get to see how important these turns are. Make or break.
Absolutely. And again, looking strong. We've got another set of turns coming up here for our crews. And this is going to be a good one.
So this is their third turn as they get around.
Lane 2 coming in. That's going to be Hawaii's Kaiopua Canoe Club. A little bit outside of that buoy, but looks like they're getting around very quick anyway. And lane 3 just trying to stick with those Hawaiians in lane 2, and got Ihilani cranking over, bringing that va'a around.
You know, I think Ihilani have a great straight line speed, and they make up ground in the 250 meters between the turns, but they got to work hard on those turns, and it's taking them a little bit longer, a few more draw strokes to get their va'a around.
Yeah, for sure. And again, just so you all are aware, this is going to be 6 heats, open women. We did see a couple of Ihilani entries, so again, they have multiple teams coming out of Ihilani to compete right here in the open women, as well as New Zealand and Hawaii having multiple crews. Definitely don't count out any of these other countries, as we did see a great race by Australia and New Zealand in the previous heat. So, again, all amazing paddlers on the water.
Exactly. We can expect that from heats, from repechage, from
Absolutely.
semis, and of course we are looking forward to all finals, but there's a lot of paddling to go under the bridge before we get to those finals.
Yeah, for sure, John. And again, right here, we've got our final 2 turns coming up here. Hawaii in lane 2 setting up very nicely, as they have entered the turn a lot sooner than most of these other groups. But Kaiopua going in there, as well as on the outside, actually making a really good go. And that's lane 6, New Zealand's Hayata Ocean Sports. And lane 3, Australia's Northern Beach Band, sticking in there, having an awesome race. Remember, first 2 crews to finish without any infringements will be moving on to the semis.
Absolutely, and so again you can see in lane number 1, I think it was, that to lane 2 should I say, they got around, they're gone, they're out of there, and failing some sort of disaster, they should take out this particular heat.
For
but
sure.
There's no certainties during racing, so things can happen out there on the water that we don't ever expect. But we aren't asking for any drama.
No, we're not. And absolutely, like you said, just all about precision on the turn, making sure you stay within your turn lane. Again, that means you have to stay within the 2 orange buoys on either side of the flag, and that will consist of your lane of choice. Currently, right now, Kaiopua and lane 6 here, New Zealand having a great race. Again, that's Hayata Ocean Sport.
Yeah.
MJ is having an excellent race on the outside in lane 6.
And because that only the first 2 go through, are guaranteed to go through automatically, this is a battle within a battle here.
For
they
sure.
don't want to have to do a repechage, an extra race before a final or semi-final.
Right, and the most important thing on your Heat 1 is qualifications, and as well as making sure your time is as fast as possible, because that will give you a chance to get into an inside lane. But great view here with our drone to show you a little bit of the challenges on the turn, especially on this far side, John, because we do see a little bit more of that wind texture on the water, which means the canoe will be definitely drifting a little bit further down the beach end. So
yes,
great
indeed.
turn over there by lane 4, looking incredible. That's Esquilo Sports from Brazil. What a great race they are having as well. But right now the top 2 crews are going to be Hawaii and New Zealand, looking like they have pulled quite a distance ahead of the other field. But again, it's all about making sure you qualify for the semis.
And if I'm not mistaken, those flags sort of indicating the wind is just slowly picking up. Would that be a natural thing that's happening here?
Yeah, so here typically in Hilo, most mornings are pretty fairly calm, but throughout the day, like anything, you're going to see a little bit of a change in the weather, as we've seen that throughout the last 4 days. But again, day 5, Heat 6 of 6. This is your open women V6 1500 on the water. And, man, these girls in lane 6 looking smooth. But it's Hawaii closing it out with a strong finish. That's going to be Kaiopua Canoe Club, followed up again by Hayata Ocean Sports from New Zealand, Aotearoa.
And they just cruised across that finish line. They weren't expending too much energy. Down here.
Oh, and lane 3 coming across ahead of lane 1. So lane 3 is going to be Australia's Northern Beaches. They will likely be seen in a repechage in the future. And right here in lane 1, that's your ladies from Ihilani Va'a, Crew 2 from Tahiti. So again, super important. The first and second will be moving on to a semifinal. Those that placed in 3rd and 4th, based on their times, will be in a repechage heat, and they will be facing off each other to make it into a semifinal. And, man, great racing to be had.
Great racing indeed. So they must have had a little bit of drama out there in lane 1 that was off camera that we didn't see.
Yeah, I think I did see them drop off maybe around the 4th turn. They were in it for a while in the 3rd position, but, man, that Australian team got some extra wind on the last 2 turns and ended up making up a lot of ground.
Here's our replay. So, yep, there they are. They went out strong. And in these first turns, they were there and thereabouts again. And so somewhere along the way, again, they get spread out across every turn.
And again, we're going to be seeing a lot of clips and a lot of turns here, as you can see. But Hawaii having a great race, as well as these ladies in lane 6 from New Zealand. But here's your finish. Kaiopua Canoe Club coming across the line in first, followed by we're going to go ahead and take it live to the beach for an interview.
We're back here with the last heat from the Women Open 1500 V6 team from Brazil. What is your name?
My name is Eneida França, and we are from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
That's great. And how did your race go today?
Yeah, it was really hard race. We did our best. We trained a lot to be here because we are a mixed team. We have a girl from Amazonia, and me and Katia, we are older. All are self-providers. They work and they have children, and that's it. We trained a lot to be here, and we make a great effort to be here, and so we are very proud of us.
Well, it's a great job. You guys did a great job, and you're going to advance, so that's awesome. Good job, ladies. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, Eric, for that interview on the beach. That was your team from Brazil, just giving us a little bit about their experience on their travel and training back home, and, just